That time I got reincarnated as a slime. I'm gonna be completely and entirely honest. It has been a long time since I've actually watched the show. But that does not mean I do not know Rimuru's powers. Because trust me, there's no freaking way to forget Rimuru's powers. And even if I did forget something, I made a list. It's 5 fucking pages long. A 5 page long list of all of Rimuru's powers. That includes his basic powers as a slime, such as, damn nearly invulnerability. Not even damn nearly, he is invulnerable as a slime. You literally can't hurt him unless you use like some type of magic. But of course, it doesn't even matter because this ain't a normal slime. This is Rimuru we're talking. 5 pages long of all of his powers. So know this, I ain't going through all of them. I'm not. I'm just absolutely not going to be able to go through all these powers. But know that Naruto is going to have all these powers, and he's going to be able to utilize and manipulate every last one of these abilities. With that being said, if you guys already know Rimuru's basic powers, then I don't have to explain. But I will explain his 4 ultimate skills. I'm just not going to explain all the abilities that come with it, because it's a lot. So his first ultimate skill that he ever got was Synthesize, which allowed him the ability to fuse 2 targets into 1 target. Using this, he also had the ability to fuse skills together, creating more powerful ones. His second ultimate skill was Beelzebub, a dark ink-like substance that can consume everything in its path. It is a combination of his very, very powerful Predator, his Gluttony skill, and several more abilities. I think, yeah. Okay, so with it, it can also like basically anytime his allies get stronger, he can get stronger. He can also share his abilities with his allies using this ability. And it only works with people who are actually compatible with the skill. So if he were to give you a skill and you're not compatible with it, it likely wouldn't work. He has Raphael, which is essentially his mind is ascended beyond the normal mortal plane. It grants him all of creation, which allows him to understand everything as long as he has the most basic understanding of it. He's able to perform full scans on anything as long as he's able to touch it, allowing him to understand the full comprehension and breakdown of anything as long as he's able to touch it. He can also see when someone's underneath a magical spell, underneath genjutsu, just in case. He's able to predict future attacks. He's able to use it to analyze anybody's skills. He's able to use alteration, allowing him to modify skills whenever he feels necessary, allow him to separate skills which are already merged, and allow him to do so many more things. It also acts as Great Sage, which eventually transforms into Cecil, which is the same thing, just now she's named and she's even more powerful. So much more powerful. And then there's Uriel, reality manipulation via the skill law manipulation. That's basically what it is. It's reality manipulation, along with several more things, but as y'all know, I just said I'm not listing all of that. But I will list the simple powers starting now, okay? Black lightning generation / manipulation, water manipulation, poisonous breath, heat source sense, paralysis breath, fire generation, molecule manipulation, magic jamming, gravity manipulation, summoner, he's able to summon things, spirit magic, infinite regeneration, universal senses, whatever that means, enhanced body double, universal thread, nullification, spiritual attack resistance, demonic attack resistance, holy attack resistance, demonic magic, holy magic, soul consumption, future vision. He can create cell phones. He has an infinite prison. He has law manipulation. He has universal barrier. He has spatial domination. He has bounding vows, reality magic, reality warping, reality manipulation, holy magic. He's able to provide a massive blast of holy energy that can completely disintegrate you from your soul. He can create souls. He can resurrect souls. He has multiversal travel. He has an imaginary space, which is an infinite dimension he can completely control however he sees fit. He has Kings of Nagarval, which allows him the ability to create, manipulate, replicate, and delete skills. He has the Kamehameha, the Hadouken, Immortality. He has True Dragon Magic. He has Conqueror's Haki, essentially. He has Storm Lightning, Elemental Soul, whatever that means. He has control over every damn thing. Universal Shapeshift, Intangibility, Sound Wave Generation, Probability Manipulation. You know what? I read enough. I'm not reading more. I'm just not. Okay? With that being said, this version of Naruto is not going to exactly be Rimuru, as y'all know. He's going to be basically his own character, just with a mix of Rimuru's powers. with that being said, we now start this video. This video starts off with a young Naruto sitting in his room. Naruto was wondering what's been going on with him lately. He looks at his hand. His hand is a completely blue color. He looks at it and just stares at it for a long time before suddenly it would turn back to normal. Naruto doesn't understand how this has been happening lately. Naruto goes into his mirror and he looks in his mirror. He has long blue hair and golden eyes. Naruto again is confused. He doesn't get it. This is the 12th time this happened this week. People keep saying he keeps changing, like his appearance is literally changing. Many villagers begin to believe that it's the power of the Nine Tails trying to take its true form. Basically, they believe that the power is taking over the boy's body. As time goes on and Naruto's in this form, one day a group of villagers would gang up on him and they would say, "Hey brat, what's up with you? How come you keep changing your looks? Are you scared? Oh wait, maybe he's a little tranny. Yeah, you're right, he might be one of them. Hey you little brat, how about you keep a form and pick one and stay with it?" Naruto just looks at them. "What do you mean?" They went on and say, "You changed again, you dumb bitch." Naruto looks at himself again as he would sigh, saying he's sorry, he doesn't know how to control it. They then would say, "Whatever, you fucking demon, we don't care what you can do and can't do with it. Like we said, pick a form and stay with it." Naruto kind of just puts his head down. They don't say, "And you know what, just cause you don't have it right this time, next time maybe you'll think smarter." As the man proceeds to grab a giant bat with wood nails in it, and he proceeds to slam it into Naruto's stomach. Naruto would cough up blood as he stumbles back a bit. As then the other one would roll his hand, roll the bat within his hand, as he proceeds to smack Naruto in the back of the head. Naruto falls on the ground, and when he falls on the ground, he hears a voice. "Naruto, Naruto, wake up Naruto, Naruto, Naruto." As suddenly Naruto wakes up and he looks all around. "Where am I?" Person then would say, "It's okay, you're in your home." Naruto look around. "Who are you?" "My name is Sasuke. I am the great sage." Guys, I want y'all to know I don't think I'm saying her name right, so if I wind up calling her Cecil, like Invincible Cecil, I'm sorry. I kinda can't say the name. I don't know why, I just can't say it. But she explained her name is Sasuke. She is the great sage. She's a companion with Naruto, and she's here to help him with essentially anything. Naruto then would say, "Can you explain to me what happened? What's been happening to my body lately?" Great Sage then would explain, "You are Naruto Uzumaki. You are the reincarnation, the incarnation of Rimuru Tempest. You are born with all of his powers and a bit of Rimuru's will within your body." This causes Naruto to look on more confused. What does that mean? It means you've been gifted with all of Lord Rimuru's powers, abilities, and eventually, his knowledge. All thanks to me, of course. Naruto would say, "Powers? How many powers does he have? How powerful is he?" Great Sage would explain, "Lord Rimuru is a completely unstoppable being." Naruto then would question, "Then how come he died?" Lord Rimuru chose to live a new life. He chose to live a second life. After all, Lord Rimuru 100% understands that his world will be perfectly fine no matter what. After all, he has a copy there at all times. In case the situation were to be serious enough there, you'll be able to transfer yourself back into Lord Rimuru's world. And of course, with his clone being there, the two of you will live out together. Naruto would say, "Okay, how many skills does he have?" "Over 1,000. Over infinity." "Is there any skill that he has that I can use now?" As then, the Great Sage would say, "Yes, he does. You have Paralysis Breath, as of now. You have Gravity Magic, as of now. And you have Black Lightning, as of now." Naruto would say, "Is that it?" Great Sage would nod. "That is all." Naruto says, "How long would it take me to gain all of his skills?" Great Sage would say, "Not very long. Your body's slowly but surely becoming like Lord Rimuru's. It won't take you much time at all. I give it a year or two, and you'll have all of Lord Rimuru's powers and abilities. But most importantly, we need you to do this. There's an entire clan that's got to be slaughtered within a few days. During those few days, I have to teach you how to use your skill, Resurrection." Naruto then would question why. They then explains, "Because you are going to be the one who will take over this clan." Naruto would say, "Why?" Great Sage would explain, it's to boost your power. It's a quick way to gain you more power. The more powerful allies you have underneath you, the more powerful you yourself will become. This causes Naruto to smile. Okay. Worse from here, the next few days, Naruto will go out and in the forest and use his gravity manipulation, his paralysis breath, and his black lightning to completely decimate monsters within the forest. As he does so, he begins to use his resurrection skill constantly in order to revive the monsters, resurrecting them and using the power continuously. He does this in order to make sure that he's able to, well, bring the monsters back to life. Several times he attempted, several times he's failed, but eventually Naruto begins to get it right, absorbing the creatures and resurrecting them continuous times. After he resurrects them, Naruto becomes extremely ecstatic, now realizing though that he's gonna have to let those people die. As then Great Sage would explain, once you resurrect them, you will have to place them within your infinity space. Well, my bad, your imaginary space. Naruto then says, how do I do that? As then Great Sage would explain, now this is the second part of your training, learning how to access the imaginary space. Great Sage from here will train Naruto, or at least give him the basic breakdowns of how to utilize the imaginary space. And due to Great Sage being Great Sage and Great Sage being able to work on basically autopilot without Naruto even knowing it at this point, he can subconsciously just do things with Great Sage. He quickly mastered the skill, the imaginary void. So from here, the Uchiha massacre would still take place. And after the Uchiha massacre takes place, Naruto activates his skill, Resurrection, reviving the entire Uchiha clan, everyone that was killed. And after that was the case, he would use the skill Body Double, creating copies of every single Uchiha that's died. From here, he would place them all within the imaginary space. And once the Uchihas were placed inside the imaginary space, Naruto literally created the imaginary space and made it look like a complete replica of Konoha, going as far as even having villagers and citizens within it, not knowing that these are not the real people. But of course, the Uchiha are none the wiser. They don't even realize what happened. They don't remember that they died. They don't remember anything of that nature. They simply remember going to sleep, most of them, and waking up like nothing ever happened. It even goes as far as Naruto creating a double of Itachi and placing him in there as well. Big difference is though, he makes sure this version of Itachi would not kill the clan. From here, Naruto would enter the realm, and once he does so, Naruto, after I'm going to say about a few years, would finally enter the realm. And when he enters the realm at this point, Naruto has all access to every last one of Rimuru's skills and abilities. It's just going to be the most overpowered Naruto I've ever made. Shit, most likely. So from here, with Naruto entering inside, the first thing Naruto proceeds to say, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. Most of the Uchiha clan know who I am because you guys were planning on killing me. Naruto would say, I resurrected the Uchiha clan because all of you were going to die by the hands of Itachi Uchiha, and all of you actually did. I want to make you guys my allies. I want you guys to work underneath me. Several Uchihas will look on confused, telling Naruto that he's a liar. As Fugaku would step forward, Itachi would never have done such a thing. Naruto would smile as he lifts up his hand and restores the memory of Itachi brutally murdering the entire Uchiha clan into Fugaku's mind. Fugaku's eyes would widen. No, it can't be. Naruto would look forward. If you guys work for me, I promise you, you'll gain more power than ever before. As Naruto looks towards Fugaku, with your leader, the wicked-eyed Fugaku, being at the top command. As Naruto says this, Fugaku will drop to his knees as he begins to hold his head in pain. He falls around and rolls around on the ground, and Naruto just looks at him confused, as suddenly Fugaku's eyes will just glow. His hair will turn to a grayish bluish color. His skin will become pale. Fugaku stands up, with his hands being pale, his entire body changing, right before the eyes of the Uchiha clan. Naruto would tilt his head. What's happening? Great Sage then would say, you named him Wicked Eye Fugaku. Naruto then says, but that was already Fugaku's title. Yes, but it's different when you use someone's title. You named him as the Wicked Eye Fugaku, meaning that you've just officially named him. Now, Fugaku here is transforming. He's evolving into the best version that he could possibly be. Fugaku here is transforming into an Otsutsuki. Naruto will look forward. What? What is an Otsutsuki? Divine beings, they are essentially where chakra comes from. Whoa, Naruto would think. As suddenly Fugaku would open up his eyes, and suddenly you would see Fugaku's eyes. A Rene Mangekyo Sharingan. He looks forward towards Naruto. What happened to me? Why do I look like this? Naruto looks at him. It appears that you've been named. Now, I essentially brought you to a form of power that's like never before. You're at the strongest version of yourself could possibly humanly comprehend, Naruto would say. You're the best version of yourself. He then turns, and he has a devious grin on his face, and he looks towards Mikoto. He'd name Mikoto as well, as she'd also change into an Otsutsuki. He called her the Red Queen of Konoha. And boom, she's also named, becoming an Otsutsuki as well. From here, Naruto starts naming all of the Uchihas, but not every Uchiha become an Otsutsuki. Most of them just become massively stronger and become on par with Madara. Actually, the base Uchiha at this point are all equivalent to Madara himself. From here, Naruto would walk off and he would wonder, so I can just name people and they power up like that? As the Great Sage will say yes, Naruto then would question, can I name myself? The system would say no, someone else could name you though. Naruto would smile, so someone has to be stronger than me, right, in order to name me. The system says not exactly. All it has to do is just simply give you a name and or a title and you will evolve. Naruto has a huge smile on his face learning this information. He didn't explain, what should I do? Should I keep the Uchiha clan within this place or should I bring Sasuke to them? The system then would say, I don't know. Wait and find out how Sasuke Uchiha is behaving, and then we'll see whether or not he needs to be brought here. Naruto would smile, as he would say yes ma'am. Where from here, we would time skip on over towards Naruto returning to the academy, after basically disappearing from a year. At this point, Naruto looks identical to Rimuru, completely identical. He has Rimuru's looks, he has Rimuru's attitude, and Naruto just goes into the classroom. He's pretty nice most of the time, but he's also very calm, nonchalant at times. The class doesn't understand. Naruto was gone for a year and now it appears he just permanently looks like this. It goes as far as anytime they were training, Naruto would just excel in everything, beating them by so much. And due to Naruto having a great sage, he passes every test like it's nothing. This eventually begins to aggravate a lot of people within the class, because Naruto just jumps from being this mediocre kind of mid student to being the very best in the academy within the span of only a few days. His just knowledge just exploded through the roof and they can't wrap their heads around it. They can't comprehend. How does one go from being so weak to just being so powerful and so smart on top of it? Naruto's knowledge was absurd. He knew things that kids their age just shouldn't freaking know. At times, Naruto even would go as far as arguing with Iruka because Iruka was wrong. Great Sage knows everything, and since she knows everything, when she tells Naruto Iruka's wrong, Naruto doesn't hesitate to fact check him. And that greatly aggravates Iruka at times, but Naruto makes it abundantly clear that he doesn't care. If Iruka's wrong, Naruto's gonna make sure that it's very clear to everybody that Iruka is wrong. So Naruto and Iruka does not get along very well. They go at it basically every day because Naruto every day is consistently fact checking him. But from here, guys, we're gonna be time skipping on over towards the very last day. It's the last day of the academy, and at this point in time, Naruto and Sasuke have actually got along very well. And that's because Naruto has finally decided he was gonna go ahead and show Sasuke, well, the fact of the Uchiha clan. So let me do a quick flashback. Naruto could be seen standing over Sasuke, and Sasuke could be seen laying on the ground. He looks towards Naruto. Why? Why are you so much more powerful than me? Naruto then looks at him. I'm just stronger, Sasuke. He picks him up, but I can show you some things. Teach you a few things. Make you even stronger. Sasuke looks at him. I don't want help from you. The only help I need is from my clan. And Naruto is saying, what if I know where your clan is? And this causes Sasuke to stop. It's the end of the day. Everyone is going home, and now it's just basically them two. Sasuke turns and looks towards him as he rushes towards Naruto and immediately grabs him by the collar and snatches him forward. What the hell do you mean? They're dead! Naruto looks at him. They were dead. But I have them. I know where they are. They're alive. They're living peacefully and happily. Sasuke literally grabs a kunai and places it to Naruto's throat. Naruto will tell him, yeah, that's not gonna work. Don't even bother. Sasuke goes through and he slams it into Naruto's throat, as Naruto's entire throat would turn to a blue color, and the kunai was just lodged in there. Naruto says, see? Told you, not gonna work. He explains, I'm not trying to fight you, Sasuke. I'm trying to help you. He would say that, I know where your clan is. Your clan is alive, okay? I made sure that they survived. After all, it's unjust to kill an entire clan behind something so petty. He would say, just have some trust in me. Sasuke would say, why the hell would I have any trust in you? Naruto would say, I'm a good guy. I'm a great friend. Believe me, please. Sasuke would say, oh, bullshit. Naruto says, well, screw it. As he snaps his fingers and instantly both of them are transported into the imaginary space. Sasuke looks around, realizing they just got teleported. He then would see his father. His eyes would widen. Father? Sasuke would say in confusion. No, I have to be in the genjutsu. He tries using release constantly, but Fugaku will walk forward towards him. Fugaku would tell him this is no genjutsu, Sasuke. You really are here. Welcome to the imaginary zone. Imaginary space, he would say. Naruto has brought us here. Naruto has made this our new home. You were dead for a very long time, he would say. Naruto's the reasoning behind us being here. Sasuke, are you okay? Sasuke will break down crying as he will hug his father with tears flowing down his eyes. You'll see Naruto, who has a pretty big smile on his face after seeing what he just did. From here, he will look forward. I'll give you guys some time. From here, Naruto would leave, where we cut over towards Naruto, going into a forest. He begins to look all around, with his eyes turning golden. Well, there he would see it, a cave. This cave is invisible to the naked eye, even invisible to those who have chakra. You see, this cave is a cave that once you enter, you're transported into a magical realm. The only way a person will be able to utilize or see this cave is if you have nature energy or sage mode, plus a dojutsu. Naruto doesn't need that because he's a being of pure magical and chakra power. So he walks inside. He enters, and there you would see a massive kingdom, several knights and armies just all around. And there you would see them, a village of ogres just being attacked. These villagers are being attacked and they're being beaten and battered and just ruthlessly murdered by these soldiers. Naruto walks forward with an Anbu mask on his face. He then would say, let's go with the creatures now. They're all underneath my protection. As he says this, the soldier will look forward. And who the hell are you? My name isn't important. What is important is what I said. Let him go at once. As the soldier looks towards him and scoffs, Naruto then will lift up his hands as a black substance will be released and it proceeds to absorb the soldier. Quickly, the other soldiers around would screech out in fear, but Naruto would lift up his hands as water slices through every single soldier there. Quickly, Naruto would walk towards the eldest golem. The eldest monster. He proceeds to pick him up, and quickly he would transport him into the imaginary space. From here, he would transport several of the fallen and the weakened people there. Goblins, there were goblins. Now, as every single one of the goblins were hurt, injured, and bleeding out, Naruto uses Great Sage and he heals every last one of them. Not only does he heal them, he makes sure every last one of them are in peak condition. After making sure they were in a peak condition, he proceeds to quickly name each and every last one of them, causing them to get an extreme upgrade in their physical strength, speed, and power. As the goblins get up, they will look forward towards Naruto, and none of them would actually know who he is, as Naruto would explain who he is and what he did. Now, those of these goblins coming from the magical world, they do know what naming is, and they do see that they are all in different forms now. They look towards Naruto, who will bow before them and explain that, well, welcome to his imaginary space. In here, he controls his world however he sees fit. He points towards the Uchiha clan. Now we're gonna say it's around, I'm gonna say 90 Uchihas there. Because just gonna say that was the max Naruto could revive. He couldn't revive over 90. He just made sure to revive important figures, which would be all, which I say about 6 people, and the rest were mostly children and teenagers. Okay? But then we're gonna say that's around 50 goblins that he was able to bring here. And most of them, if not all of them, are injured. Some of them are adults. And when I say adults, they're an adult for a goblin. I really hope it's a goblin and an ogre. I don't even remember, but I made them goblins. We just say goblins. Okay, so yeah. For a goblin, adulthood is around the age of 7. To Naruto, they're still children, and most of them are still younger than him. So he changes that quickly. And from here, the oldest ogre there is going to be around 12, and he looks like he's a grown-ass man. Naruto from here will make sure that they're all in a safe position and make sure that they get along well with the Uchiha clan. He would add him into the Uchiha side of the place, and from here, he decided he's going to start constructing a place for the ogres. But that's going to have to wait, because he has more important things to take care of. We cut back on over towards the outside world, with Sasuke being with Naruto basically at all times. At this point, they're best friends, and Naruto has went as far as even naming Sasuke as Sasuke the last Uchiha. Now, Sasuke's evolution was a bit different from his parents because Sasuke did not evolve into no Otsutsuki. No. You see, when Sasuke was named, Naruto doesn't really know what happened. But what he does know, Sasuke's hair switched from being the basic Uchiha black to being a brown hair color, as well as the fact that Sasuke's eyes have no longer been a Sharingan ever since. As a matter of fact, Sasuke's eyes seem to be normal at all times. And when he does activate his dojutsu, it takes a very weird and interesting color. 2 sets of golden eyes with patterns within them. Naruto doesn't know what it is, but one eye is different from the other one. The other one is believed to be a Rinnegan, or at least that's what Naruto thinks it is. And the other eye, he has no idea what it is. Of course, a great sage knows what it is, and that's of course Ishiki's eye. And the other eye is just a golden Rinnegan Sharingan. But yeah, that's Sasuke's evolution. He still looks to be human though. He still can fight like a human, looks like a human, and well, you wouldn't notice a change. From here, we do a fat time skip to the start of the original story. It's the last day of the academy, and Naruto was seen performing the multi-shuttle clone jutsu, which he did without even weaving a single hand sign. He just waved his hand across the air, and thousands of Narutos would flood the classroom. As this happens, Iruka would tell Naruto to deactivate it, it's too crowded in here, and Naruto would do so, deactivating the jutsu. From here, Naruto was told to take his seat. Naruto would take his seat, and the actual test would begin, which of course, Naruto passes via Great Sage with only like 2 minutes at max. After he passes the test, from here we come over towards the 1v1 battle, which is going to be Naruto versus Kiba. Naruto steps into the ring, and he sees him. Kiba looks towards Naruto. I'm gonna kick your ass, Naruto. Naruto just looks at him. Okay. As Kiba proceeds to rush forward towards Naruto, Naruto proceeds to dodge every single one of Kiba's attacks before pointing his finger forward, and Kiba would fall to the ground. Naruto proceeds to up the gravity on Kiba by only a few fractions. I say 5 times. Kiba is struggling. He tries to get up more and more, and Naruto realizes that 5 times gravity isn't even that much. It means Kiba only weighs about 500 pounds. People are fat enough to actually walk around like that naturally. He looks towards Kiba, tells him it's only 5 times, get up. Kiba would struggle to get up as Naruto would sigh, as he proceeds to use, well, universal shapeshift, and he created a mystical sword within his hand, because via universal shapeshift you can create anything as well as shapeshifting yourself, and it's all powerful weaponry or clothing. Naruto creates a sword. Said sword has black flames around it. Naruto then would say try again, as Naruto would just like slowly squeeze his hand and the gravity pressure would increase tenfold. Naruto then would tell him that this is getting pathetic, as Naruto proceeds to grab his sword and he places it in front of Kiba. He looks towards Kiba Inazuka. The black flame of the Inazuka clan. As he says this, Kiba's eyes would widen as he begins to feel chakra, but Naruto says it's possible for me to pause the process, to slow it down. Suddenly, Great Sage would say, of course it's possible. Naruto then would smirk, as he proceeds to use a bit of time manipulation, and he slows down the evolution process, essentially making it come to a complete stop. Naruto would then walk away from Kiba, as he looks towards him, and then he runs at him and kicks him out of the ring. Naruto would say, I guess I won. From here, the entire class looks on with shocked. And from here, We cut on over towards Naruto leaving from school. As he leaves, he hears Mizuki over talking with another kid about stealing the sacred scroll. Naruto would calmly wait, waiting on the kid's reaction, and to his surprise, the kid would be dumb enough to actually listen to Mizuki and agree with him. Naruto would sigh, thinking, damn it, am I gonna have to kill this kid or something? But from here, the kid would run off, and the kid runs off, and he tries to steal the sacred scroll. Naruto, of course, would catch the kid, and when he catches him, he would tell him to be quiet, not to say a word. And then he proceeds to utilize his transformation jutsu, shape-shifting into a badass naked woman, and just walks into Hiruzen's office. Of course, via sexy jutsu, Hiruzen passes out. And then Naruto snacks the sacred scroll, uses the kid basically as a distraction, and the kid runs into the forest where Mizuki was in the original timeline. Now, the kid will have a kunai immediately thrown towards him, but Naruto would quickly use Water Blade and slash the kunai clean in half. As he does so, he would land right in front of the kid. He then looks towards him. You've lost your mind, Mizuki. Mizuki then would say, Naruto, what are you doing here, you demon? Mind your business. Naruto then would say, you're using that innocent child. You can get him killed doing that, you know that? Mizuki then would say, I don't care about that brat, nor will anyone ever care about the likes of you. Naruto just tilts his head. He begins to laugh. Okay, I'm gonna tell you one time, Mizuki. Stand down. Mizuki looks towards him. I'm not afraid of you. And Naruto puts on a mask. Well, I'm sorry for what I'm gonna do to you then. As Naruto's blade would be coated in black lightning, and he would smite the sword down. As soon as he points the sword down, a bolt of lightning smacks down from the sky. Easily, Mizuki would jump out of the way, dodging the bolt of lightning, but the second he does so, Naruto appears right behind him, as he spins the blade and slams it right through Mizuki's back. Blood begins to pour, as he then would yell, shock, as quickly he begins to shock him with pure lightning. Mizuki tries to weave hand signs, but Naruto would use magic jamming, as he proceeds to jam Mizuki's chakra. Naruto then would up the gravity around him, which causes him to slam onto the ground. Naruto has a blade through his stomach, lightning zapping through said's blade. He's jamming his chakra, and now he has him slammed underneath 20 times earth gravity. Yeah, Mizuki freaking dies immediately. Naruto then would just kind of sigh, like he was expecting way better from Mizuki. I mean, Mizuki was talking pretty hectic, and he just got absolutely destroyed. Naruto would sigh as he would create a flaming circle, and then he would lift up his hands as a massive flaming towering fire-like circle would just decimate Mizuki's body. Naruto then would walk towards the sacred scroll. As he touches it, the second Naruto touches it, he would use his skill Analyze, and he analyzes everything within the sacred scroll. And just like that, Naruto just added every jutsu within the sacred scroll to his arsenal, which is already too much. From here, we time skip. Naruto just took everything within the sacred scroll. He returned the scroll to Hiruzen and even explained everything that happened, but Hiruzen would explain that he'd seen everything on his crystal ball. It's okay, Naruto. Naruto would fist bump Hiruzen, where from here we cut on over towards him, entering his imaginary space. Well, there you see the Uchiha clan and Naruto's ogres all getting along. They're all eating and they're playing basketball. Naruto looks on confused, thinking, they invented basketball. Naruto has a bit of Rimuru's memories from the past life, so he knows about the normal world. And seeing the fact that they literally somehow came up with basketball here, he would smile. This realm is peaceful. There's no fighting, there's no conflict. Of course, he has his people training at all times. Naruto at this point, he's already activated Iruka's. Well, he's already activated Kiba's upgrade process, and he's kind of sped it up a little bit. He wants Kiba to be powerful by the time of the tuning exams. That way Sasuke could actually have a challenge, because Naruto knows he's not going to be the one to fight Kiba. He's going to make Sasuke fight Kiba. And well, he wants to give him a pretty crazy upgrade process, so Naruto chose to slow it down so much to where his upgrade just becomes fucking absurd. But back on with the Uchihas and the ogres. Naruto explains that he's going to put in another race here very soon. He explains he's going back into the world and he wants to find some vampires. As quickly the ogres would say, that's a bad idea. They'll have to feed off of us. Naruto then smirks, not if I have something to say about it, he explains. If I'm able to upgrade enough of them, maybe they won't have to feed. Also, I have a skill, consumption. It allows me the ability to basically eat anything and get full off of it. I can share that skill with all of them. Wait, anything? What does that mean? Naruto explains that he can eat anything. I mean, he kinda naturally could because he could just absorb things, but he can genuinely eat anything, and he'll be okay. As he says this, that causes the ogres to look forward, as they would all nod. The Uchiha clan, having no idea what a vampire even is, would just agree anyways. So from here, Naruto will return to the magic world. We'll be cutting over towards him in a castle, where there you will see two very, very powerful vampires. They're not just powerful, they are the leaders of the vampires in this world. And they're seen sitting on a throne, flirting with each other, while she's just sitting there, just... Naruto says, am I interrupting something? As quickly she would jump up, hey, who the fuck are you? Naruto then says, hi there, Naruto Uzumaki. You can call me Rimuru Tempest though. I'm here to make a deal with you guys. Get the fuck out, the lady would say. Then the man would say, no, sweetheart. Let's hear him out. As quickly several guards would walk forward, all wearing very cool vampire-like clothing. Klaus Michelson, it is a pleasure to meet you, the Vampire King, or the Hybrid. He then looks forward. Aurora Martel, it's a pleasure to meet you as well. I hear you guys are the leaders of the vampire in this world. Klaus would walk forward. We're one of the leaders. There's 7 factions. Cool, great, whatever. 7 factions, Naruto would think. Finn, Elijah, Klaus, Rebecca, Cole. How are there 7 factions? Isn't there only 5 originals? He would say confused. Well, yes, there's only 5 originals, but there is the Tribal faction, which is my daughter's faction, and then there's the Upgraded faction, which is my son's faction, which is also led by my sister. But their factions combined into one faction. Okay, cool, yeah, whatever. I don't understand how this stuff works. Clearly things are different in this universe compared to the OG universe. It's whatever. I want for this faction specifically to join me in my world, as well as we will be transporting every other faction there. Of course, only if you agree with my demands. Klaus would look forward. And what are your demands? You're going to be put into a world where people have enough power to contend with you. And not only can they contend with you, they could also completely destroy you, if necessary. And in this world, you will all have extreme amounts of power. Pure, undeniable power. And when the time comes, if it ever comes, and we were to ever get into a big bad fight, you guys would be some of the top line soldiers there. The vampires will look forward, as then they would say, then you have to show me an ounce of your power. Naruto then proceeds to use his dragon's haki, or his conqueror's haki, and he proceeds to flex his power, just completely causing everyone there to fall to their knees. Naruto then would say, you know, if I just do this even a little bit more, as Naruto puts a bit more power to it, as all their skins begins to burn in pain, as every last one of them would apologize profusely, saying, we understand, we submit. Naruto then would stop the power. Or from here, he would say, now, he lifts up his hands as a white ink begins to escape from his hands, as it covers every single vampire there. Naruto then would say food chain, consumption. As he says this, suddenly every single... Did I just say white ink? I bet that looked so freaking wrong. But they're all covered within it. And I know that's not how the food chain skill works, but I just want it to work like that. That way it looks cool. So yeah. He exfigures them with this. And all of them suddenly gain access to skill consumption, allowing them the ability to actually eat normal things. In this universe, they can eat normal things. It just doesn't satisfy them at all. Like, they basically have an infinite appetite for normal food. Blood is the only thing that can get them filled up. Now they don't need blood because consumption allows them to eat normal food like a normal person on a normal or regular basis and survive off it. From here, he would transport Klaus's faction into his own universe. And as he does so, he would walk on over towards the other factions, explaining the process. Everyone would agree, all aside from Finn's faction and aside from Cole's faction. They refused to go with them because there was pretty much no point in them going. They have their own factions, things work well, and Finn has already figured out how to make his vampires eat without needing to kill others. So, there was no point in him even going. So, Naruto would shake his head or whatever, let him do them, and leave. Plus, Cole's faction are all heretics. Every one of Cole's faction are all heretics. Cole has a liking for heretics, so he made them all become heretics. And just to make sure that these two guys could actually lead their people well, Naruto gave Cole a name, the Wild One, and he gave Finn a name, the Forgotten One. After doing this, he actually upgraded their power to extreme degrees. I know that I put Michaelsons in this story. I want y'all to know they're not the actual Michaelsons. I just couldn't think of vampire names, so I got lazy and chose the Michaelsons because it's the easiest names I could possibly use. With that being said, we time skip on over towards Naruto, returning to the real Naruto world. So, Naruto did all this in only a few minutes. Okay, mind you, so he wasn't gone very long. He didn't want to ask Sasuke, so whose team are you on? He then explains, it's me, you, and Sakura. Naruto just looks towards Sakura, and he thinks, she kind of reminds me of Valgrind. And Sasuke will look at him confused. Who's Valgrind? Don't worry about it. He looks forward. I'm pretty sure I can make her very overpowered. Naruto would think to himself, but he chooses to stay calm to avoid the situation. Eventually, Kakashi would arrive, extremely late. And this kind of aggravates Naruto and really aggravates Sasuke, because come on, dude. What are you so late for? He explains the classic line, I got lost on the path of life. Blah, 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 blah. Naruto and Sasuke would both be aggravated by this answer because what do you mean you got lost on the path of life? No, you didn't. You clearly just took long on purpose. But of course, I digress. With Kakashi taking as long as he did, Naruto and Sasuke got a bit impatient. And they kind of argued the entire time there. But yeah, he showed up and he told them to meet them on the roof. He asked about their goals and dreams. Naruto explains that he wants to have power. Not only does he want to have power, he wants to have enough power to keep the entire world safe. Enough power to have everyone and everything at peace. Kakashi hears this and he just thinks, well, okay. Sasuke explains that his goal is to find his older brother and to bring him back. As he says this causes Kakashi to look at him confused. What? Sasuke then would say, I don't think the Uchiha massacre makes that much sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. I just don't feel like my brother would ever do such a thing. He doesn't want to reveal the fact that Naruto and the great sages already told him the truth. He knows the true reason as to why Itachi did what he did. But he can't reveal that information quite yet, so he would wait. From here, we cut on over towards Team 7 meeting up in the forest. As they meet in the forest, Naruto looks towards her. Sakura! Sakura looks forward. Naruto? Yeah? So, what are your skills? What can you do? Sakura then would say that she has the second best aim when it comes to kunais within the class. Second to only you, of course. She's technically better than Sasuke at throwing kunais. Naruto looks towards Sasuke a bit confused. Sasuke just says, I didn't care that much about it. Naruto's like, okay. And then she then will say, okay, so you can throw kunais really well. What else can you do? I'm decent at very mid-level genjutsu. Okay. I can, yeah, that's it. Naruto looks at her and just thinks to himself, wow, she's fucking weak. But the Great Sage would say, incorrect, she has many possible skills. Naruto says possible. The Great Sage explains that she has the ability to see what a person could potentially gain. And her potential is actually through the roof, especially with chakra control. Naruto will look onward, okay, if she has crazy potential with chakra control, what could she possibly do? The Great Sage would explain. She could use the 100 Heals technique, which is a technique of the legendary Sane Tsunade Senju, or she could use chakra dissection techniques, which are extremely dangerous healing techniques of a healer ninja. Naruto thinks so she could be a healer. Yeah, but a dangerous one. Like, she could use her skills to permanently paralyze someone if she so chooses, or she can reverse your bodily movements. What? So you try moving your right leg instead your left arm removes. Something of that nature. Oh. She also has water style and earth style. Naruto sees it, he thinks, so, you think we can teach her some stuff? Tsunade would say, yeah, pretty quickly actually. But from here, Kakashi would arrive. When he arrives, he would explain the rules of the Bell Test. And from here, Naruto would ask Cecil, Great Sage. She then explains the Bell Test's true function is teamwork. Do you want to do that or no? Naruto didn't want to look forward. How about I just try fighting him on my own first? As then she'll say, okay. From here, Naruto would wait, and Kakashi would tell them to begin. The second it begins, Naruto looks towards him. As quickly, he begins to jump up and down. He cracks his neck, where from here Naruto would lift up his hand, as suddenly 2 golems would form upwards from the ground. Using a summoning spell, he summoned both of these golems. Immediately they would be giant rock monsters that run forward towards Kakashi. Kakashi sees his eyes with wideness. He jumps into the air and evades 2 punches from both of these golems. As quickly, Naruto would rush forward, and immediately he kicks Kakashi directly in the chest and launches him back. Naruto then would send the golems running towards Kakashi. As the first golem begins to be engulfed in fire, Naruto combining techniques Flaming Barrier on the first golem, and the second golem he would combine technique Winter Storm, which literally has a gigantic ice barrier around the second golem. As quickly the first one would smack into Kakashi as he instantly posts being substituted away, and the real Kakashi will be seen in the forest, witnessing which has happened. That's actually insane. We cut on over towards Naruto, who's in this entire time is just arguing with Great Sage and arguing with Kurama. I kind of forgot to explain Kurama, so let me explain it now. Yeah, Naruto actually has met Kurama at this point. He knows who Kurama is because Great Sage is within his mind. And he's constantly talking to Great Sage, and Kurama is constantly overhearing their conversation. And eventually he just yells at them to shut up one day. And this causes both Naruto and the Great Sage to tell him to shut up, as they already knew of his presence, but neither one of them actually cared. So they would tell Kurama to shut up, and from here they would argue every single day for like years. And it's got to one of those points where like do you guys have a friend, and you and this friend just roast each other all day, and that's basically your guys' friendship. That's dead ass what happened. Kurama hates to admit it, but he genuinely sees these two as friends just because of this. Like, all because he told them to shut up one day, and he's been getting on his ass ever since. But from here, well, we cut back on over towards the fight, where you'll see Kakashi, the real Kakashi, uses Chidori and blitzes through the first golem, slicing it clean in half. But to his surprise, since it's made out of rock, it just puts itself back together, turns and smacks Kakashi, sending him flying. As he does this, suddenly you'll see Sasuke rush out of the forest with a rod within his hand. He would spin as he smacks Kakashi directly across the face with said rod. As then he would lift up his hand and suddenly rods would shoot out of Kakashi's arms. Kakashi would screech out in pain as suddenly a giant Susanoo hand would grab onto Kakashi as he snatched forward, and Sasuke would have a pair of brass knuckles, a pair of pure black brass knuckles appear on his fist as he smacks Kakashi across the face. And then Naruto's golem would grab onto Kakashi and slam him onto the ground. From here, Naruto would utilize the clone, well, the skill Body Double, creating a clone that would rush into the forest and talk to Sakura. As it does so, you would cut back on over towards the outside, where you see Naruto run forward as he jumps into the air, as then he would yell, "Flame Circle!" As suddenly a circle of fire would appear beneath him, and then he would put his other golem inside. As then Naruto would say, "Flame Transform!" As the first golem would explode into a flaming tornado inside of the flame circle, and instantly Kakashi begins to get just obliterated. As instantly Naruto would quickly grab a kunai as he throws it, and Sakura would throw kunais of her own before rushing out of the forest, jumping upward and placing Kakashi underneath a very mediocre genjutsu. Because he's on the ground, he barely escaped the flame circle, barely escaped the flame transform, and now he's hit by some kunai and Sakura got him. And it was such a stupid genjutsu that he immediately broke out. But by the time he broke out, Naruto already had the bells. He gave one to Sasuke, gave one to Sakura, who were just ringing the bells the second Kakashi woke up. He looks forward and he then would say, okay, first off, he looks towards Sasuke and Naruto. You two have some explaining to do. He then looks towards Sakura. I don't know what you did, but that's a really crazy genjutsu you just put me in, and I really hope I never relive that situation again in my life. Sakura then would apologize. She said it's the only one she could think of. Kakashi would say, you freaky motherfucker, whatever. From here, he tells Naruto, Sasuke, they're gonna have to explain their powers, because there's no way they can just do things like that. And he didn't see Naruto weave a single hand sign, he was just calling out techniques. Naruto then would shrug his shoulders, but he doesn't know how he can do it, he just can. And Sasuke would say that, well, he doesn't know, he think it's like trauma or whatever, you know, the Sharingan responds to trauma and it gets stronger due to trauma. Kakashi then looks at him. That was not, you know what, whatever, you guys win. So from here, we cut on over towards Team 7, doing a bunch of boring, just stupid missions that they hate every second of. During this time of them doing all these stupid just missions that are just not even worth their time, Naruto and Sasuke tried teaching Sakura a lot during this time. Because after all, it was 3 straight weeks of them doing essentially nothing. Naruto could get the mission done in literally a few seconds because he has spatial domination, which is control over space itself, as well as the fact that he can teleport using it. So, yeah, not really. It's not really much. So he just was able to get all these stupid missions done faster than basically everyone. Either he got it done, Sasuke got it done, or they just threw Sakura at it, which usually takes a bit longer than they would like. So during this time period, Naruto is trying to teach Sakura without just handing her power. Because naming people, it doesn't, for one, it doesn't always work successfully, and for two, he just doesn't want to do it again. He's sick of tired of just naming people and they get crazy buffs. So he wants Sakura to learn some things on her own. And of course, it takes her a long time. But eventually Naruto does get a bit sick of it. And he uses, well, food chain, and he hands her this skill, water manipulation, which of course is magic. And Sakura quickly learns that she's able to manipulate water now, which kind of confuses her, but of course this has become something that she uses a good bit of reliance on. And it takes her within those 3 weeks, only those 3 weeks, to actually completely master the skill, which of course to Naruto is crazy. It took him only a year to master over like 6,000 skills. It took her 3 weeks to master one. And then he looks towards Sasuke and realizes that Sasuke doesn't have any skill. Sure, he has fire manipulation and he has lightning manipulation, but that's chakra based skills. All of his techniques and his jutsus are all chakra based. He just now realized that Sasuke doesn't have any genuine skills. So he starts training Sasuke as well. And he gives Sasuke simple skills, something very simple. And that's infinite regeneration and spirit magic, which of course he's able to learn. Now spirit magic is a creature or spirit based magic, allowing him the ability to communicate with spirits, and these spirits can sometimes help and aid him with his techniques. So if he communicates with fire spirits and he's actually able to get along with one, they will help him amp his power of his fire based techniques. Same thing would apply towards lightning. And I know that he can like summon one of them, but look, spirit magic is weaker than summoned spirit magic, because a summoned spirit magic is basically a companion that can help you at all times. But with this version, it's not as powerful. But of course, that's basically what they did during this time period. Naruto doesn't really teach Kakashi much because there's no point in doing so. I mean, after all, he's their sensei. Why would he need to teach him anything? So we time skip all the way on over towards when, well, they meet Tazuna. Situation will play out basically the exact same. He would dog Team 7, called them a bunch of worthless kids, saying that he doesn't need no damn kids to transport him anywhere. If he would have wanted to get some kids to help him, he would have just stayed at home. But of course, Naruto being Naruto, he's unfazed. He's not afraid of him. He just thinks this guy is wasting his time. So Naruto would actually consider just leaving the guy, like not even helping him, because who is he talking to? Eventually though, Naruto would let things go. And well, Hiruzen would explain the mission, and from here, Team 7 will meet up at the gate. With Team 7 meeting at the gate, like normal, the Demon Brothers tried to attack. Unlike normal though, Sasuke will summon a rod and Naruto will summon a sword. As quickly, Naruto thrusts the sword through the first brother and Sasuke will shoot the rod through the second. As soon as this happens, Kakashi's eyes would widen in shock. Both of them moved so quickly, he didn't even see it happen. And they didn't seem to use any actual effort. From here, Naruto looks directly towards the brother. You're gonna have to explain yourself right now. As the brother looks towards him, I don't have to tell you anything. Naruto looks towards the brother as he would close his eyes, and he would use the Great Sage, or Raphael this time around, in order to see, well, the future. As he does this, Naruto was able to see small glimpses of it, realizing what's all about to play out, and realizing the truth. This is an S-class mission. He knows that he himself, Sasuke, and Kakashi could handle this, but Naruto isn't too certain of the safety of Sakura, and this angers Naruto pretty badly, because basically Sakura's life is on the line right now. So he looks towards her brother and explains, if anything happens to one of us, I won't leave you in the scroll. I'll leave you in the afterlife. From here, he turns and looks towards Tazuna. How about you be honest with us? What's the real rank of this mission? Tazuna remained quiet. What do you mean? Naruto looks towards him. Don't lie to me. As Tazuna would sigh, it's an S-rank mission. Naruto looks at him with just a disgusted facial expression. You couldn't have just waited? Why would you lie? He then shrugs his shoulders as Naruto walks towards him and he grabs him by the throat. He lifts him into the air and he looks him dead in his eyes. If anything happens to Sakura, I'll kill you, bring you back to life, kill you, bring you back to life, and kill you again. Do you understand me? Tazuna would nod profusely as Naruto would smile. Good. He drops him to the ground, where from here we would time skip on over towards Naruto, meeting back up with on over towards Team 7 walking off. Naruto, of course, would tell the team to duck, but of course, Kakashi doesn't. He decides to be dramatic, and he jumps upwards into the air. And Sasuke decides to do the same thing at the same time they both thought about being dramatic. Sasuke jumps forward towards the blade, whilst Kakashi would jump into the air and just elegantly spin and do all types of over-the-top shit. Sasuke jumps towards the blades, he grabs the blade's hilt, and he catches it mid-air. He holds the blade within his hand and he points the blades forward, as Zabuza would walk out from the mist. Hand it back, please. Kakashi looks forward. Sasuke, let me handle this. Sasuke looks towards him. Sure thing, sensei, as he tosses the blade to Kakashi. Kakashi would catch the executioner's blade as he points it forward, as Zabuza would begin to explain Kakashi Hatake, the copy ninja. He goes on and just yaps, and Naruto looks forward. He decides to watch this fight, and of course the fight would play out just like normal. But Naruto looks towards Sasuke, who rushes in, and quickly he jumps into the air and immediately spawn the rods in Zabuza's legs. Zabuza would screech out in pain as Sasuke would quickly activate skill Amaterasu, as immediately black flames would explode onto Zabuza's legs. He would screech out in pain. Naruto then would rush in as well. The second he runs in, he would quickly lift up his hand and call upon storm winds, with just a powerful wind tornado that smashes into Zabuza and launches him back. Naruto then would walk forward towards him. You're Zabuza Momochi, the demon of the mist, aren't you? Zabuza looks forward. Yes, He falls to the ground. Naruto would smirk. It worked. Bingo. As he says this quickly, Haku would land as he immediately slams sandbox to Zabuza's neck, claim the same crap he did in the original timeline. Naruto has truth in lie manipulation. He can see when a person is lying, but he just decides against doing anything. So he would wait. Now, the second he leaves, Naruto would enter he enters his imaginary space. He begins to talk with the other Uchihas as he decides that they're gonna go get Sasuke themselves. So he sends Fugaku and he sends Mikoto at Itachi. The second he does so, we cut back on over towards him, more focused on what's happening in front of him. Now, to explain Fugaku's skill. You see, Fugaku Mangekyo ability is time manipulation. And we're going to make when he became an Otsutsuki, it became a Senjutsu, divine time manipulation. And Mikoto's power is going to be gravity manipulation, and when she became an Otsutsuki, it became the Senjutsu, gravity manipulation. Complete gravity manipulation at that. With that being the case, now, well, we could time skip on over towards when it actually happens. Itachi could be seen sitting in the Otsutsuki base. Sitting in the Akatsuki base. As we're gonna make it to where he's there, Orochimaru's there, and we're gonna say Sorcery are there. Everyone else are out on missions doing God knows what. But you see Fugaku walk into the room. Itachi. As quickly Orochimaru and Sorcery would immediately look upward. Itachi, who is this? How do they have access to the base? Itachi would look upward from his butt, and his eyes would widen in shock. Father, he would say. He looks very confused. He looks kind of terrified. As Fugaku would say, you are to come home with us at once. Itachi looks forward. How are you here? That's impossible. Fugaku lifts up his hands. I won't be asking twice. As quickly Sorcery rushes forward towards Fugaku, but Fugaku lifts up his hand and immediately Sorcery just turns to dust. He aged this man to oblivion, aged him so far in time that he literally became dust itself. Orochimaru rushes forward towards Mikoto, but he's quickly smashed into the ground, not being able to move an insular muscle as she squeezes so hard that every bone within Orochimaru's body was shattered. as quickly. Itachi would see that with both having powerful Rinnegan within their eyes, all having markings within their Rinnegan, he doesn't even know what he's looking at. But what he does know, these are very much so obviously his parents. And they would say, come now. As Itachi would activate his Susanoo, as he would use his shield to reflect basically everything they throw at him because, well, that shield is that freaking powerful. The issue being, though, Fugaku and his time manipulation, too busted. He freezes time, walks right through the Susanoo, walks inside, snatches up Itachi, and proceeds to transport himself and Mikoto back into the imaginary space. He then would resume time in the real world, where there you would see him just on the ground. He looks around in confusion. Hey Itachi. As he looks around, the entire Uchiha clan are all there, all being far more powerful than what he is currently. Itachi would look upward confused, as he would say, nice to see you again, son. We cut back on over towards Team 7, where you would see Naruto and the others basically arriving at Tazuna's home. When he arrived there, Naruto decides that it's time to tell Kakashi the truth. He explains to him everything, as far as the great sage, who he truly is, what he is, how much power he really has, and why he's here is to name Kakashi. He explains that Kakashi's grown. He already has used up all of his power, all of his potential is already taken. So there's no point in not going ahead on and doing this. So he would name Kakashi. And as he named Kakashi, suddenly the Sharingan in his eye would vanish. And Kakashi would have just a completely different aura to him. He would feel his chakra being perfect. He could no longer have the Sharingan. He doesn't feel it anymore. He does feel something weird though. A different power flow throughout his body. He can't explain it. But Naruto explains that the process is finished. And whoa! He falls down to his knees, explaining he needs some food. So from here, Naruto would eat. And as he eats his food, he would monitor Sasuke teaching Sakura tree walking, which she gets down way quicker than what Naruto was expecting. Like, she got it down faster than what even he did. It only took him a day, but still, she got it down fast. And Naruto was very invested after this. From here, he would go on out there. He teaches her some water-style jutsus. And Sasuke would also teach her some water-style jutsus. Where from here, we cut on over towards Team 7. Meeting back up on the bridge. Now Naruto left the clone at Tazuna's home, just in case anything were to happen. And of course, the clone would, well, basically have to take down some ninjas. Well, some goons to try to take Tazuna's family. But we cut on over towards Naruto, who can be seen looking forward, as Zabuza begins to have another battle with Kakashi. But due to Naruto naming Zabuza, Zabuza is moving a lot better than what he was at first. Not only is he moving better, he all in all is better. He's contending with Kakashi right now. But more importantly, it's Haku. Haku winds up battling against Sasuke. And well, when I say battling, more like just gets decimated. Because the second Haku pops the Ice Dome, Sasuke will pop a simple Susanoo ribcage that blocks every single Sanbon, and with a simple swipe of the Susanoo, he would destroy the entire Ice Mirror Jutsu. Then Sasuke would use Amaterasu and burn every ice thing that Haku throws at him. Instantly, he would use Himikoto, whatever it's called, and he would shrink down his blade and slam it into Haku's stomach before using the same technique and enlarging the blade to a massive size as the giant hole is now in Haku's chest. Naruto then would tell him to stop. He doesn't want him dead. He needs him alive. So Sasuke would stop as Naruto proceeds to heal Haku, and then he will call Haku the last member of the Haku clan, the Ice King Haku. As he says this, Haku looks forward as he smiles, not understanding what just happened. But he gets up. He looks around confused. And now we cut on over towards Kakashi, going in for his purple lightning, going in to kill Zabuza. Naruto appears as he stops him in his tracks, as immediately he will look forward. You guys don't have much of a chance. I know both of you guys feel a new power flow throughout your body right now. That power comes from me. Naruto will give them a breakdown of who he is and why he gave them this gift. And that he wants them to essentially live within his village, his realm. And Zabuza and Haku will look at one another, not understanding what Naruto's talking about. From here, Naruto would sigh as he speed blitzes and knocks both of them out. From here, he will go on over towards the bridge as he lifts up his hands. He then proceeds to utter a spell, as immediately the bridge begins to have wood just spurring out of it. Naruto, within only a matter of seconds, has finished the bridge. From here, Naruto would spawn cell phones into existence, as he would hand one to each of his teammates, Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura. He then will go as far as spawning in a charger for each of them, telling them to keep in touch. From here, Naruto would enter his imaginary space. And as he does so, he takes Zabuza and Haku in there with him. We cut on over towards Itachi, who's being held on trial by the Uchiha clan. Most of the clan wants to kill Itachi, but Naruto explains that although his actions weren't necessary, he was still being controlled by Danzo. He basically starts lying, okay? Just straight up lying. Lying to him over and over and over and over again in order to basically save Itachi's life. Because Itachi, without a shadow of a doubt, is hella powerful. And he will be a great access to Konoha. Or to Naruto's kingdom. To the Tempest Alliance. So, he basically lied. And well, Itachi was pardoned. Except he was basically not allowed to be within anywhere near the Uchiha clan. And that was basically his punishment. But Naruto made him his own home. And he went as far as making sure Sasuke was able to speak with him. From here, we cut on over towards Naruto, returning with his team. They make it into the village, where of course they would be told of the Chunin exams. From here, I'll be taking my break. Okay, so I'm gonna have to end this off early, mostly because I keep losing my train of thought, and I've tried to record the rest of the video about 10 times, and I kept messing up. And since I don't want to continuously delete, retry, I have a video made. It's about an hour long. I might as well upload it because it's way easier for me than to sit here and continue to torture myself. So with that being said, I'm out. Please like and subscribe. The second part will be coming out pretty soon. But first I have other videos such as Divine Ice, Snow Release, and I forgot the other one. But I got other videos that need to have their videos out finished first. So I'm sorry, but no worries. The videos will come out. And please comment down below some tips so the rest of the video I can work it better. With that being said, I'm out.